date was July 5th, 2018. That was when I saw my first UFO. UFO stands for Unidentified Flying Object. These days it's classified as UAP, which is Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon. Don't ask me why they changed the name. On this fateful day back in 2018, I had a live show for my series called My Virtual Escape. I was going to be performing in West Nyack, New York, which is like 30 minutes away from New York City, off in the boonies near the Hudson River. The venue was known as Levity Live, which is actually in this building, this mall known as the Palisades Center. There's everything in there, from a Best Buy to Dave & Buster's to an AMC theater. It's even a freaking Ferris wheel. I remember the day like it was yesterday. It was super exciting to cap off the end of our show and do this great performance. All my friends and family were there, and I even got to meet all these fans. Now, it's very interesting how it worked. Because the venue was inside a mall, the mall completely closed down while our live show was still going on. I made a vow to meet with every single fan and spend at least 5 to 10 minutes with each person, so this thing ran till like 3 in the morning. Everybody cleared out. The people that ran the venue were gone, the fans were gone, even my friends and family were gone. It was just me, my cameraman at the time, Jeff Saxton, and my friend Dom, who was in the My Virtual Escape series. Now, we were gathering some merch boxes because we did sell some merch on site, so we wanted to get all these boxes back to my car, which was sitting in the parking lot. On the walk back, we had to basically go through a ghost town. The mall was completely closed and we were freely walking around it. It felt like we had just crossed over into this parallel universe in which everybody was dead except for us. My car at the time was not the pink Juggy Mobile. It was actually the dark brown, blackish Honda Civic, and this thing was parked like half a mile into the parking lot. So it was quite the trek. Now, mind you, it's 3 a.m., not a soul in sight. Me, Swift, and Dom are walking to the car. We're maybe a quarter of a mile of the way there. Something in the night sky right above the tree line catches my eye. It was like all of a sudden a light in my periphery. I was like, wait, what is that? And I go through the mental checklist. I'm like, okay, is it an airplane? Does it have the like blinking red, white light? It is no plane. Is it a satellite just slowly going across? Well, satellites aren't really that bright. They're not that easy to see. What I saw was almost like a stereotypical saucer-shaped disc-like craft that was doing 90-degree turns. It was moving like a damn pinball in nature. It was back and forth, swirling around. This spaceship was emanating this pink, blue, green, purple, neon technicolored mist. It wasn't until 1 year later, when I was in Iceland with my girlfriend and we looked at the northern lights, that I kind of had something to compare it to. It was like this gaseous combination of chemicals, like concocting to make this weird magical mist. This was coming off a damn spaceship. Now, in all of my lifetime, I have never seen anything like this. I have never seen any Reddit videos, Twitter videos, TikTok. I've never seen any UFO clips that have shown this mist or the way this craft was moving. For a second, based off the colors, I'm like, is that a firework? Because it was the day after July 4th. No, that doesn't even make sense. The only thing that could come close to matching that kind of 90-degree angle fast movement would be something like a drone, which at least can turn on an axis and do whatever. It was too fast, too fluid for a drone. This thing was like butter. This is cutting through water, just fluid nature, just almost like in a video game where you put mods on and then you can just fly around the map willingly, or in Minecraft creative mode, you're just flying around doing whatever you want. It was like this thing had mastered the universe and was able to just do anything at any speed. It broke my brain. It broke physics. What it was doing was not possible. Was no technology we possessed. My brain hit a dead end and I immediately was like, oh my God. And the skeptics in the comments, it was no goose, it was no weather balloon, it was no plane, no chopper, no private jet, no Elon Musk test, no Goodyear blimp. This was something out of this world, this technology far more advanced than our own. This thing was cutting through airspace like butter, and whatever mist was coming off of it was part of its technology, potentially some fourth dimensional goop. I don't even know. In the 5 seconds that I had all this mental processing and it registered, I was like, oh my God, guys, look up. And Swift and Dom see this thing as it does a couple darts back and forth, and then all of a sudden, a bright technicolored mist, the same one that was coming off the craft, had a huge burst, and this thing was gone. The mist was all that was left behind, all the beautiful colors, and then all of a sudden the colors in the mist itself dissipated right into the atmosphere, and it was like nothing ever happened. The most disturbing thing about it was when all three of us had our focus and attention to it, it's almost like it knew we were looking at it. It sensed our presence and our focus and concentration, and it was gone. What really bothers me is my car was maybe 50 feet away. I'm a damn YouTuber. I film everything. My camera, which is usually at my hip, ready to fire, was sitting in the back seat of my car while we had these damn merch boxes. I would have had the most high-def, crispiest footage of a UFO that has ever been recorded in all of history. And I just had the damn camera in my hands. It has haunted me since. It has been 3 years, almost to the day, since that experience happened, and it has truly haunted me. I've looked everywhere for this thing. I have looked through everybody's testimonials, everybody's stories, everybody's video clips that exist on YouTube, even stupid Discovery Channel shows that most of them are BS. I've never seen anything close to it. Until last year, I saw this clip of a captain of a cruise ship. Check this footage out. This disc-shaped object, you can see this pink in color, it looks like maybe sunrise, early hours of the morning. This thing just all of a sudden burst of energy and then zips along like a damn Tesla in ludicrous mode. Now, the footage stops there, but the captain has gone on record to say that that ship then went right underwater. It just submerged itself completely. That is not the first story that I and we have all heard of something like this. There is the story of the USS Nimitz. 60 Minutes did this coverage of this pill-shaped craft hovering above the water, interacting with the water in some degree, and then even submerging itself. All these crafts are designed to go underwater, it seems. Perhaps they are originally coming from deep in the depths of the water of our oceans. The cruise ship video finally gave me something to compare my experience with, to where I know beyond a shadow of a doubt what I saw was not possible with the technology we possess. I thought, what a fluke thing. Why West Nyack? What is so special about this place? Apparently, it's one of the biggest hotspots in the world. West Nyack is in an area, a region known as the Hudson Valley. Look at this map here. Look at the concentration of UFO sightings just in this area. There's also been a lot of speculation that these UFOs are obsessed with nuclear technology, or maybe they're not obsessed with it, they're obsessed with us being obsessed with it. They're concerned for the fate of our planet or the universe if we can just all of a sudden start throwing nuclear bombs around. So there's nuclear energy around this area, and there's water around this area. All of these crafts seem like they're designed to submerge themselves into the water, come out of the water. There's no discernible windows or really anything on the outside of the craft. It's just complete metal or what appears to be metal. And there's been a lot of stories of them going underwater, or there being USOs or unidentified submersible objects. This position right near New York City, we're right near the ocean and we're right near the Hudson River. I also have to point out that it was at 3 a.m. Also, the cruise ship that had seen a UFO happened early hours of the morning. When I say that this thing maybe has sensed our presence and us watching it, if they were smart, like most animals would be, you're not gonna go somewhere or travel somewhere when there's potential predators around. You're gonna go in the cover of night. Go when humans are the least active. So me having that sighting at 3 a.m. or a cruise ship in the early hours of the morning, or sightings happening out in the middle of the ocean, these are areas with less people, potentially better safety for whatever these things are. And if you want to be really safe, I would avoid these land-dwelling animals, probably just be lurking in space and deep underwater. And guys, if you're interested in my theories as to underwater aliens, let me know in the comments below, because I'll share with you guys what my thoughts are on the aquatic creatures being able to fly. To even further back this up, it blows my mind that for those who don't know, the government has finally spoken up about the UFO technology, the phenomenon in general. This congressional report from the Director of National Intelligence has come out. It's only 9 pages, but it was progress. Trump, before he left office, demanded that the public got some knowledge of what the government knows about aliens or UFOs or anything like it. Now, so for the last 50, 60 years, it is polarizing. You can't talk about aliens, you get laughed out of the room, you're crazy, you're crackpot, that doesn't even make sense. Now all of a sudden our own government has gone on record to say that UFOs are real. They have no freaking idea what these things are in our airspace, and they've also confirmed that we do not possess the technology that these crafts do, and no foreign entity has the power. Is everybody wake the f up? This has been confirmed now, and we're all acting like everything's normal. That is why I've returned to West Nyack, New York. I'm in a hotel right now. I have my equipment ready. It has become personal. I will capture the most high definition footage of an alien craft that's ever been recorded. I will publish it to this YouTube channel. You guys will be the first to know and see it, and it will be 100% real, just as much as this entire story is. I realize I've been a little bit preoccupied with finance, with the game that everybody's playing, but I refuse to be a part of it. I am breaking away from the simulation here. There's a lot more important things going on. We almost just had the highest recorded temperature ever on Earth just within the last few days. Death Valley hit 130 degrees Fahrenheit. It's in California. That is the third highest recorded temperature ever. Our planet is heating up. It is already too late. Fossil fuels, climate change taking effect. We are going to see a mass extinction event of the human race and the natural world. The digital world will not be able to save us from the reality that's coming. We've already seen pretty much every damn beloved animal species go extinct thanks to our greed, and I no longer wish to be a part of it. Our only actual hope, everything else should have been started 50 years ago. Our only actual hope is not space, it is not machine, it is harnessing the alien technology that exists. We need to save the world or else it'll burn. So that's our mission, guys. What do you say we go back to that fateful spot where I saw the craft, and let's see if we can find it again. I'm back to the scene of the crime, guys. You probably think I'm bullshitting. I am dead serious when it comes to alien hunting. I come strapped with binoculars, and I'm rocking a Sony 200mm to 600mm lens. This thing was a couple $1,000s, and I got it triangulated, focused, right on the tree line to where I saw that UFO 3 years ago. Now look, guys, if we're being honest, I'm more than likely not gonna catch a UFO on camera. The odds are stacked against me. However, I will be spending the next 2 months traveling across the country with my girlfriend, trying to track down UFOs. We're gonna see what we can catch. And if we ever get any compelling video, any evidence, we're gonna show you guys first. Now guys, I would really encourage you to go down in the comment section below. Please share your stories, any UFO experiences, supernatural, just weird things, phenomenon in the skies that you have no idea what it was. I want you to talk about it here. Do not be shy. Nothing sounds crazy, nothing's off limits. Please talk about it, and I would love to hear. Join the conversation on social media, guys. Ash and I will be live streaming on twitch.tv/MajorInts the entire hunt. We're gonna be hitting up some parks. We're gonna be hitting up all the hot spots, the alien hot spots across the country, as well as some unknown spots as well. Guys, I'm serious, I'm excited, and hopefully we can catch something. And just so you know, this is my guarantee, I will not manufacture any alien footage. This story is 100% legit, and I will not be all of a sudden CGIing some UFO in the sky. I'm waiting for the real deal. I'll see you guys on the trip.